downtown Minneapolis welcome inside the Metrodome. Interleague baseball on. First pitch coming your way next. And getting to start, Bob Gibson. How about a scouting report on him?
They're going to start this one with the opener because of the matchups. Very favorable. I think we're going to see him empty the tank with really good fastball velocity to try to retire these first three hitters.
Okay, all set to go.
No, that's
Ryan
out.
Roberts stepping in now for the Yankees.
Low inside. Four-seam fastball. High outside.
Swing and a miss. 1-2.
Sinker. Low outside.
Got him. One gone here.
Batting second, the shortstop.
And time now to check out the New York Yankees lineup. Here's the veteran shortstop, Derek Jeter. 3 for 8 in the series coming in. Right through there for a strike.
Sinker. Low outside.
And that one is lifted in the air. That's out number 2. And next for New York, Jason Giambi.
High middle.
Jason Giambi.
In the air to left center. Mantle gets under it. And that is that. We head to the bottom of the first. No score. Ready to go for the last half of the inning. And taking the ball for the Yankees, Randy Johnson. And Singy, he's one of the most dominant arms in all of baseball. Stepping in, Cal Ripken Jr.
Number 8, Cal Ripken Jr.
Swing and a miss, and that one missed by a ton. A little out front there as he swings through it.
He doubled up on the off speed there. We talk about the power fastball, but he's working a little differently here.
Keeps the at-bat going with a foul ball. Swing and a miss, splitter in the dirt. Gets him. One away on a drop third strike. And up next for the Giants, Chipper Jones. He's got 4 hits in the series on 9 at-bats. And first offering is fouled off. Up the middle, and that chance handled. Throws to first in time.
Oh, Boog, we talk about how the ball is coming out of a pitcher's hand. The way it comes out of his hand as an infielder. Wow, really impressive.
Oh, look at the stop. And they get the out. We played an inning, no score. Back in the ballpark where we're on sweep alert, Siggy. We came on the air talking about that, and so far, neither team is backing down.
Nobody wants to be on the wrong end of a sweep. For one team, it's about making a statement, and for the other, it's about salvaging respect. Man, 91 on the slider right there. That's a hard one. That's a low-end fastball for some pitchers.
Gibson making his first start of the year. Can't forget to mention he's a former MVP. Got him swinging.
Well, this guy's been pretty much a non-factor so far this weekend. Very little in the way of impactful at-bats and quality at-bats, and let alone contact. That's the 6th time they've set him down on strikes in the series, so no doubt frustration mounting and very high right now.
Four-seam fastball.
Gary Sheffield getting ready to hit. That one pushed foul.
Four-seam
no score
fastball.
Here in the second.
Low inside.
Foul ball there.
Four-seam fastball. High outside.
Fouled off. And they'll do it again.
Four-seam fastball. High outside.
Here's the 0-2. Strike 3, and that's 2 in a row. Off to a strong start, Singy, as he's punched out 3 of the first 5 he's faced.
Oh, he's definitely minimizing contact. He can get the swing and miss when he needs it, but he'll also keep the defense fresh behind him, allowing some balls in play as well.
Bryce Harper in the box with 2 gone, and takes a look at a called strike. Pulled hard, but it's a foul ball.
Four-seam fastball. High outside.
Gets a piece, and it stays 0-2.
Four-seam fastball. Low inside.
2 down, nobody on. Battling here as he fouls it away.
Slider. Low inside.
0-2 now. Nice grab. Onto the pitcher. Nicely done for the out. We'll go to the bottom of the second. No score. Bottom half of inning number 2. Here's a cleanup hitter for the Giants. Babe Ruth.
Babe Ruth.
Ground ball, Giambi. Takes it himself. 1 pitch and 1 out. Lou Gehrig, the next Giant to hit. 4 for 7 in the series, so he's been good. A swing and a miss, and that's strike 1. Late with the swing there.
Boom, that's cheddar, baby.
This one in the air, center field. Trout in position. And there's 2 down. Mickey Mantle will hit next. Year in and year out, this guy an MVP candidate.
Mantle.
Looks like he's just sizing him up there. Really good pitch to hit, but he took it all the way. Sometimes guys just want to set their timing later on in the game. That may be a pitch that he turns on.
That one inside. Look out. Roberts on to first. 3 up, 3 down, inning over. We'll move to the 3rd with no score. All set for the start of the inning. And stepping in for the Yankees, Mike Trout. Right through there for a strike.
Changeup. Low middle.
Comes up empty. That's strike 2.
Four-seam
Sold
fastball.
it really well with the
High
arm
outside.
speed. Swung underneath it, so a changeup that stayed a little bit more on plane than what he was anticipating.
Swing and a miss for the strikeout. And that's 4 strikeouts. Cal
Sinker.
Raleigh now at the plate.
Middle.
0 for 6 in the series so far. Hee-haw!
Slider.
Top of the 3rd,
Middle
no
inside.
score. Strike 2.
You know, Boog, every team has a
Slider.
hitters meeting
Low
pregame, but this
inside.
lineup seems way too anxious, aggressive. You wonder what they talked about.
And he hits a ground ball right side. He'll do it himself. First 2 batters retired here in the top of the 3rd. Kyle Tucker, a.k.a.
Four-seam
King
fastball.
Tuck, to the
Low
plate now.
outside.
Hammered down the right side, but foul.
Four-seam fastball. High outside.
That's a bullet, but it goes foul.
Four-seam fastball. High outside.
2 down, nobody on. Fights it off. He'll see another.
Slider. Middle inside.
That one just missing inside.
Slider.
And that's ball 1.
Middle inside.
Ball, that's in.
Four-seam fastball. Low inside.
Gets a piece there. We'll do it again.
Four-seam fastball. High inside. Four-seam fastball. High middle.
Spoils the 2-strike pitch, and he'll see another.
Four-seam fastball. High outside.
Here's a 2-2. And a foul ball. He stays alive.
Four-seam
Also
fastball.
really good at bat. What I like
inside.
about this guy, his bat stays in the zone for a long time. Gives him the ability to foul off tough pitches.
And it remains 2-2.
Slider. Middle outside.
Base hit. That was smoked through the infield. And after grinding through that at bat, he gets the best of him.
But when you see that many pitches
Sinker.
in an at bat, your
Low
chances of succeeding go up. And right there, we see the result.
Now a chance for Ryan Roberts.
Four-seam fastball. High outside.
And that one wrapped foul.
Curveball. Low inside.
The 0-2. Line drive, base hit. They stop the lead runner at second. Now 2 on
Four-seam
with 2
fastball.
outs.
High outside.
And the batter will be the shortstop, Derek Jeter.
Now, the best way to shake off
Sinker.
yesterday's struggles is
Middle
to get on the
outside.
board early. They've got a guy in scoring position. They've got to find a way here to get him in.
Curveball. Low outside.
Fights that one away, and the count remains 0-2.
So now it's all about protect mode. Try to shorten up, try to track the ball, block it if you have.
Well, that's a strikeout, and that'll do it for the inning. Home half of the third coming up. No score. Welcome back, and take a look at some hot hitting in this series as we check out the numbers.
Willie Mays.
Liner caught at second. 1 pitch and 1 out. Mike Piazza, the next Giant to hit. One of the stars in the win yesterday as he had 3 hits. That one found hard the other way. So they get a man aboard with a 1-out single.
Anytime you rip a line drive the other way, you feel really good about what you did at the plate. You trusted your hands, you let the ball travel, and you took the barrel straight to it. That's great work right there.
Base hit. And that's the 2nd out of the inning on the force play. Back to the leadoff spot of the Giants lineup. Cal Ripken Jr. digs in now. He's 0 for 1. Rips one to right. That's a hit, and it gets by him. Here comes Jackie flying around third. He will score, and they take the lead. Relay throw to third, in there safely.
Well, they strike first as he gets the job done to bring home the run. Challenged him with the fastball right in the heart of the zone, and he was clearly ready to jump all over it.
Solo runner at third, 2 outs. Chipper Jones, the next Giant to hit. Here's a high fly ball out to center. Trout settles under this one. That is the inning. RBI triple here for the Giants. 3 innings complete. Back here at the ballpark, let's check out the latest news from around the league.
Outside.
Well, he's looking great so far. It helps that
Sinker.
over 80% of your first
Outside.
pitches are strikes. He might be able to go the distance if he keeps this up. You know, these Yankees, as this game goes on, have to be more
Sinker.
disciplined at the plate.
Low
So many of their
outside.
outs have come from weak contact on pitches they're chasing outside of the strike zone. You can't do much of anything with those locations.
Low
and
inside.
that's been true again today.
stays alive.
And as a pitcher, when the hitters are swinging at everything, you feel no need to challenge inside the zone. You just keep working the corners and expanding that strike zone and beyond, and they just keep eating right out of your hand. We're going to take a look at the pitch sequence of that at bat, and the thing to notice are the pitch locations. Every single one of them on the edges of the strike zone, and as a hitter, that can be pretty frustrating because you don't expect a pitcher to be able to make quality pitches one after another like that. And so those are tough spots to do damage, and a great demonstration of pitch command, and it got him a punch out that time.
Judge, batting with one down, takes a strike.
It's a tough pitch, but in terms of the best pitch you're going to get to hit in the at-bat, that fastball was down enough where you're going to catch up to one. That's the one. When he elevates, guys aren't touching it.
Inside.
1-2. Gets a piece and stays alive.
Slider.
The Giants leading
outside.
by a run. Top half of inning number 4. Swings and misses. It's a strikeout. Picks up strikeout number 7.
Quite the start to this game on the mound. Looking very dangerous to these hitters. 7 punch-outs already. So this lineup hasn't had much success trying to figure him out. I'm impressed with what we're seeing here.
Gary Sheffield stepping in now for the Yankees.
No, that's high.
Four-seam fastball. High outside.
Out towards left center. Mays settles underneath it. And that is that. No runs, no hits, no errors. We're midway in the 4th. Ready to go. Bottom 4. Here's a big power threat. Hank Aaron.
Hank Aaron.
Dives and he can't hang on. He makes the throw, but it's not in time. And so they end up with some speed on it first. Now here is Babe Ruth. Grounded out his first time. And he swings and misses, and it's 0-1.
Well, he's looking great so far. It helps when over 80% of your first pitches are strikes. He might be able to go the distance if he keeps this up.
Check swing. He went. That's strike 2. Hauls it in. 1 away.
It's never fun going back to the dugout after hitting a line drive that finds a glove, but you will get some high fives. You know, when you make great contact, you feel like you've done everything right. But in this game of baseball, not everything is in your control.
Roberts tosses to first. That's a very athletic play.
Well, he's doing a nice job of keeping the ball out of the air, lets the defense work behind him with another ground ball. Good execution.
Mantle avoids the first pitch for ball 1.
Straighten him up a little bit. Well, no need to go right at this guy. First base is open. He can hurt you, so make him expand his zone. If he doesn't, give him a walk.
Ground ball up the middle. That's a base hit. Here comes hammering Hank around third. He'll score. It's an RBI single, and they lead by 2. Runner at first with 2 away. Willie Mays up to hit. He's a guy who does it all. On the ground right side. There with plenty of time, and that ends the inning. But they pick up 1 run on the RBI single. It's now a 2-0. Welcome back as we take a look at how today's starting pitchers have fared so far.
Low middle.
That one drilled left field, and that's just foul.
Low outside.
This one smashed down the right field line. And there's 1 away. Here's Trout, cruising on the mound right now, but a dangerous hitter here in this spot. A guy with some slug to him. And a foul ball. Trout, a member of the 1,000 hit club. Let's remember a major part of his resume are those 3 MVP awards. That one finds the zone, and it's 0-2. Goes down swinging for the strikeout. Strikeout number 8.
Came inside with that 2-strike fastball nicely and just bunched him up on the inside part of the plate. Couldn't get around on it and catch it out front. Many times if you do, it's a foul ball. And you know, a lot of pitchers, they really don't like working inside with 2 strikes because they do not want to hit that batter.
Sinker.
And when they've got him up against the ropes, you got to figure out a way to put him away. Did a nice job right there.
Next to hit, Cal Raleigh.
Curveball. Middle inside.
2 down, nobody on. Close,
No,
but
that
call
missed.
the ball.
That's the ball.
Four-seam
And
fastball.
that is ball
High
1.
inside.
Base hit. That was smoked through the infield. So a 2-out knock keeps the inning alive.
When you go 0 for 5, 0 for 7, 0 for 8,
outside.
it seems like an eternity, especially to start the season, because that's the one thing. Players want to get that first one out of the way
Sinker.
so that they feel like, all right, I'm going to avoid this prolonged 0 to start the season and get into a slump.
Delivers a pitch in
Four-seam
for a
fastball.
strike at 95.
Outside.
Swing and a miss. Struck him out. That's his 9th strikeout so far. He continues to roll on the mound. Back at the ballpark. And in this series, it has been ugly on the mound as we look at the numbers. Now a screamer into the outfield. And that's got extra bases written all over it. And it's a leadoff double to start the bottom of the 5th.
Up next,
I'll tell you, when you smoke a line drive into the gap like that, I mean, sure, home runs are king, but I feel like nothing makes you feel like a true professional hitter more than a bolt the other way.
Swing and a ground ball over to Giambi. 1 pitch and 1 out.
That's a good piece of hitting right there. It's early, but you still want to move the runner up and give your team a chance to score. That's exactly what happened, so you better believe your teammates are happy with you after that at bat.
Ripken swings through it for strike 1.
Man, that's just a nasty splitter. Bottom falls out of it. You don't see a lot of guys throw that these days, but I tell you what, he's got a good one.
Right side, Giambi. And he handles it himself for the out.
Well, there's a lot riding on that at bat right there. Nice job of the pitcher to bear down, make the pitch, get the ground ball. Excellent piece of work.
Ripped on a line to center. And the inning is over. So a leadoff double, but they can't cash it in. We're through 5. It's the Giants. Welcome back. It's been a great game, so let's take another look at the most important moment so far. Brian Roberts
fastball.
stepping in now for the Yankees. And he lays down a bunt. Jones on the run, sends it over to first, but he beats it out. And the leadoff man is on with an infield single.
Four-seam fastball.
Now, Derek Jeter. This guy is one of the best athletes in the sport. Right through there for a strike.
Now, these guys definitely looking for a big swing of the bat right here. Try to close that gap. But, you know, at the very least, if you could find a way to manufacture that run from first, it feels like it's really important to getting back into this ballgame.
And that's a strikeout looking.
Now at 10 Ks with still a few innings left, so expect him to add on to that total. And, you know, pitchers are looking to have a strikeout per inning. I mean, that's excellent work. The way it looks now, he's going to have a better rate than that in this one. So really good stuff working on the mound in this one.
Next to hit, Jason Giambi. That one is absolutely belted. That's got a chance. And it is gone. A 2-run blast. And they tie it up. It's 2-2. He only needed 1 swing to square it up.
Not wasting any time in that at-bat, Boog. Aggressive, and it paid off. Power versus power right there, like 2 locomotives colliding. Who's going to win? Well, a really good job there by the hitter, getting the top hand working. Powers that fastball out of here.
So it's all Here comes the skipper. And
For the
John
Giants,
Donaldson
number
on to pitch out of the
92,
pen here.
John
In the game for the first time this season.
Slider. Middle inside.
This to third. Jones. In plenty of time to first. Play is made, 2 out.
Good slider inside right there. Batter fighting to get there. Just rolled over it. Got the ground ball.
Sheffield stands in now and watches strike one.
Middle inside.
Foul ball.
Well, no base hits in the series for him so far, and it's clearly been a rough one. You just hope he's not pressing too hard because that just compounds things. It makes the slump even longer. Never seems to help. Never helped me.
Brings it in, and that'll do it. 2-run blast for the Yankees this inning. To the bottom of the 6th inning. This is Yankees baseball on the show. Thanks for tuning in. Sweep warning, Singy. Sweep warning.
Not so fast, though. Seeing quite the battle so far. It's always toughest to close out a series because pride kicks in on the other side.
Hank, up for the 3rd time here, watches that one miss.
Hee-haw!
Oh, great stop to first. It's there, and that's a great play.
Up next for the
So digging in, Babe
the
Ruth.
designated hitter, number 5, Babe Ruth.
Line drive to short and caught.
That at bat is a positive sign, even though it probably doesn't feel like it. He hit the ball hard, but it doesn't always work out in your favor. Sometimes a defender is there to make a play.
Garrett in the box here and fouls it off for strike one. 2 down, nobody on. Yeah, that's fouled off.
Pretty frugal guy. He is very efficient with the pitch count in this one.
Not close with that one. And the count 1-2. Battling here as he fouls it away. Swing and a ball lifted left field. Harper has a beat on it, and the inning is over. Nothing doing for the offense that time. 7th inning coming up. We are tied. We go to the top of the 7th. It's getting late, Singy. We came on the air talking about a possible sweep, but this one is all knotted up.
Counts the same in the standings, but this kind of game always feels like it's worth a little more, Boo. These teams are not backing down. If he doesn't get a knock right here, that pitch he just took is going to eat at him for a while. You might not see another pitch like that from a top-level guy like this.
Whips it to first. And the leadoff hitter set down to open the 7th. Here's Mike Trout.
High outside.
3-pitch strikeout last time up. Got to put up more of a fight in this one.
Slider.
All tied up here in the top half of inning number 7. On the ground to third. And 2 away to start the 7th.
Up next for the Yankees.
Here's the catcher, Cal Raleigh. 1 for 2. Ground ball right side. And foul ball.
Middle inside.
Ripped, but it curls foul.
Slider. Middle inside.
2 down, nobody on. And a ground ball to first. He takes it himself to the bag, and that'll do it. So the Yanks go in order. Score remains 2-2. Welcome back. Taking a look at our game summary. And that is cut on and missed. Strike one. The Yankees with some action in their pen. Billy Wagner, the left-hander, is getting that big fastball of his ready to go. Hoffman, the right-hander, loosening up as well. Swing, and this one's bounced on the ground. And it gets by him. But the throw to first gets him easily. And that's the first.
for the Giants, number 9.
Got it started a little too early. Strike one. Comes up empty.
That pitch started in and ended up on the outside edge. Just changing planes and very difficult, especially for a left-handed hitter to track.
High fly ball down the left field line. That one carrying. High bounce takes it over the fence for an automatic double. Manager Billy Wagner into the game. This is his first appearance of the season. Mike Piazza, the next to hit. Outfield deep here, trying to prevent anything over their heads. This ball's chopped to the ground, and it goes just foul. Man at second.
Ball.
Inside, almost got him. And he grounds one back up the middle. What a stop. And very nicely done for the out. Here's second. So now pinch hitter for the Giants, Rod Carew.
Oh, great spot. He's looking to come through with that go-ahead run on base.
Now a bullet to second base, but he's got it to end the inning. We go to the 8th.
Designated hitter.
And we've got ourselves a pitching change. Raleigh Fingers.
And he comes on here for the first time this season. And I'm sure there's some nerves involved in that. So we'll see how he settles in.
Oh, he doesn't get the call. Ball one. Looked like a strike to me. And here comes the challenge. It just shaved the zone. They'll keep their remaining challenge.
Sinker. Low inside. Slider. Low inside.
Swing and a miss. Struck him out.
Man, that slider bearing in on your hands like that, it's just so tough to fight off. It's kind of like a cutter and just can eat you up, saw you off. Tell you what, hitters have nightmares about that pitch. Perfectly executed out there on the mound.
In the air to left center, and there's 2 down. Derek Jeter stepping in now for the Yankees. That one finds the zone. Raleigh, more than 100 career wins on the mound, and they traded for him earlier this year.
This guy's not wasting any pitches. Hitters got to get into swing mode. This is a good time to expand the zone. Throw something maybe down in the dirt.
Chopper to second. And that is the 3rd out of the inning. Back now, new pitcher on the mound as we roll into the bottom of the 8th. Trevor Hoffman getting ready to make his season debut. So back to the top of the order. Leading off, Cal Ripken Jr. Lots of pop at the plate. Outfield playing back almost on the warning track. This to center field. Trout on his horse. Makes the catch. 1 down.
Nothing instills more confidence. It's in a team that a center fielder who makes a great play like that on the run. They can feed off the energy he brings just from his playmaking abilities.
Hodges in the box as he fouls off the first pitch. All tied up here, the bottom half of the 8th inning. Ground ball, Giambi. He steps on the bag. Now 2 out.
Up next for the
Hank Aaron, the next Giant to hit. 1 for 3.
Aaron.
Up the middle, and it finds its way through for a hit. And the go-ahead run is on base. Next will be the Giant. So now pinch hitter for the Giants, Adley Rutschman. The runner on first with 2 gone for him. Rutschman in the box here and fouls it off for strike 1. 2 gone. The possible go-ahead run at first. Swing and a foul out of play.
If you're a base runner, you've got to stay dialed in here. Look for anything in the dirt. Try your best to get into scoring position.
Knocks that one away, and we'll do it again. The 0-2. That smash towards center. And that will end the inning. We go to the 9th. Here comes the closer here in the 9th, Dennis Eckersley. He has a great slider with tons of movement.
Slider. Middle outside.
Eckersley.
And that one fouled off.
4-seam fastball. Low outside.
And that one fouled off.
Sinker. Low middle.
Swing and a miss. He struck him out. And a strikeout for the first out here in the 9th.
Up next for the Yankees.
Here comes Aaron Judge.
Outside.
0 for 3 with 2 strikeouts and a ground out.
Ball.
Sinker. Low outside.
Close, but called a ball. Ball 2. Challenge from behind the dish here. And on further review, it was a strike. So they get to hang on to their second challenge.
4-seam fastball. High outside.
Here's a 1-1. Judge comes up empty there.
Slider. Low middle.
Swing and a miss. That's a strikeout. Coming out of the bullpen throwing beatings.
Very strong coming out of the pen so far as he punches out the first 2 batters he's faced in this one, getting straight to work. Man, it's talked about a lot, but relievers are just so electric these days. These aren't fun at bats if you're a hitter. I'm so glad I'm retired.
Here's the third baseman, Gary Sheffield. 0 for 3 with 2 flyouts and a strikeout. Misses just off the outside edge. I think that was a strike. I thought that was a strike, and here's a challenge. It just shaved the zone. They'll keep their remaining challenge.
Slider. Middle outside.
2 down, nobody on. Swings and misses. 0-2.
Well, they kept him pretty quiet in this series. Still doesn't have a knock. I know you want to get that first knock out of the way. Maybe more will come, but you got to give some credit to the pitching staff. They've had a great plan against him.
And a ball and 2 strikes. Good job to fight that one off.
Sinker. Low inside.
Up the middle. And a base hit right there. So a 2-out knock keeps the inning alive and puts the go-ahead run on base. Bryce Harper to the plate. 0 for 3 in this one.
Sinker. Middle outside.
And the 0-1. Got the bat going too soon. It's strike 2.
Low outside.
Fights it off. He'll see another.
Slider. Middle inside.
The 0-2. Swing and a line drive. That's a base hit into center field. So that's 2 straight 2-out hits. Making a move at first. On to run for the Yankees.
Slayer.
Bobby Witt Jr.
Outside.
getting some more speed on the bases. Trout swings through it for strike one.
Four-seam fastball. High inside.
Turned on, but that's foul down the third baseline.
There, he can move the ball around, add and subtract, get some weak contact at times. So
Got him swinging for the strikeout. They miss a big chance to take Cody Bellinger. He's out in left field getting loose there as he enters. Game on defense now.
Number 18, Ralph Kiner.
High fly ball lifted in the air right field. And there's one down. Mickey Mantle, the next Giant to hit, known for his late inning heroics. And he swings and misses at the initial offering.
talk about tying a guy up. That was ugly.
Swing and a miss. And it's 0-2. Activity in the bullpen for the Yankees. Craig Kimbrell, a right-hander with big strikeout stuff, is getting it fired up. Miller hacks and misses. It's a strikeout.
Well, that was the cutter down and in right there. And typically, if you're
New pitcher for the Yankees, Craig Kimbrell, ready to make his season debut, and it comes at a high leverage spot.
Now
Ted
batting,
Williams
the center
now at
fielder,
the plate,
number
doubled
9.
his first time up. And another ball. Catcher challenge. We'll take another look. And it's a called strike after the review. They'll keep both their challenges. 2 down, nobody on. We're in the last half of the 9th inning. Laser could be trouble. Now he'll turn for second. And he greets the new arm from the bullpen with a double. Well, Singy, he is locked in there.
well, he's really slow.
Intentional walk here with 2 out. They set up a force at any base to end the inning.
Clearly didn't want to mess with him right there. So I think it makes sense to play the numbers game in this spot.
Now it's the second baseman, Rod Carew. 0 for 1 so far. Oh, and this one's blasted. High and deep. It's on its way. Out of here. Ball game.
Hitting a walk-off homer is the kind of thing you dream about growing up. You're in the backyard, you're creating the most pressure-packed scenario, and what do? You come through with the big swing. Well, he was living a childhood moment right there. Nice swing in the bat, nice win for the team.
And your final score, 5-2. For